Howdy neighbor, it's a beautiful day in the Denver metro area. Let me provide a quick update about what came to reality in 2025 as we enter our second week of 2026. Now let's take off our panic shoes and put on our let's look at the facts sneakers, because 2025 was balanced but still a little tricky. Kind of like trying to merge on I-225 at rush hour with a cup of coffee in one hand. Here's what actually happened in 2025. Mortgage rates stabilized. They hovered around the 6% range. Not exactly the high fives I think everyone had hoped for, but stable enough that buyers and sellers could finally plan again. Inventory increased, meaning more homes came on the market because the lock-in effect started to loosen up. That's where homeowners that stopped clinging to their 3% rates, like they were limited edition Broncos tickets. Oh yeah, go Broncos. Prices rose modestly, about 2% nationally. Not a huge leap, not a crash, just a steady little climb, like a neighbor walking up the porch steps. Now, here's the part that matters locally. In Denver and Aurora, we saw a market that still rewarded well-priced, well-presented homes, but buyers had more choices, and they weren't rushing like they did in the offer in 12 minutes era. That means if a home was updated, clean, staged, and priced right, it got attention. But if it was overpriced, needed work, or didn't show well, buyers often said, "Thanks, neighbor, we'll keep looking." First-time buyers had a tougher time. Affordability pushed them down to about 21% of the market, which is really low. And all cash buyers, they showed up like, "Hello, neighbor, I'll take it." They hit around 30% of purchases, often using equity from previous homes. Builders did their part too. Single-family construction grew, and new homes gained more market share, which matters here because new builds in the metro area kept competing with resale homes. But not everything went as predicted. Existing home sales were supposed to rebound. They didn't. And the Fed, people expected lots of rate cuts, but there was only 3 in September, October, and December by a quarter point, and mortgage rates stayed stubbornly in the low 6s, dropping from earlier in the year of the high 6s, low 7s. So the big theme of 2025 was simple. Not dramatic, not chaotic, just resilient and steady. What's the outlook for 2026? Expect more stability, more inventory choices, and buyers getting a little more confident across Denver and Aurora. Mortgage applications have risen steadily since October, indicating buyers are getting ready. For what, we're not really sure. I will talk more about this in the coming weeks. Thanks again. This is Phil Gibson with the Unit Group at Keller Williams DTC, and I appreciate you listening. Have a wonderful day in your neighborhood.